Alright, so as you can see, it's much different than the previous video. We've cleared out. You hear the fan. I have a patch in the concrete. There's a big hole, and that's where a second set of workbenches are going to go, and I needed not a hole. So that's drying, so that's what the fan is. We got the whole pegboard set up. Bench grinder is bolted down. This is a temporary table just because I needed to use these tools, the bench press and miter saw, to finish this part. So I just got a temporary IKEA table holding these up for now. There will be another bench I am building tonight, tomorrow for that. And this, one of the coolest parts. Oh, there we go. So it gives you an extra 20 inches by 30 inches of workspace. It's flush and level. Yeah, it's hard to call. Yeah, visitor. Alright, so got a lot more done with the shop area. There's carpet now. Hole in concrete has been patched. If my audio is off right now, it's because I made a shield. It's plexiglass with this little glares right here. And that's so nothing can hit my camera. It's, several $1,000 lens, and I don't want anything to hit that. So I have a big plexiglass sheet that's mounted on my tripod. I can move it around if I need to. So it's about 2 feet long, so my entire camera and mic is entirely covered, as well as the screen I'm looking at. So we have added some things. I'm just going to zoom you in. And let's bend it down a little bit here. Yeah, I was sliding on the plexi, but alright. They're going to zoom in. There you are. So we now have miter saw is mounted, drill press is mounted, we got a fan, the bench grinder is now mounted, and we've added another 2 feet by 5 feet surface. This will hold about, the hinges are rated to 1,000. But because of the stretch, I'd say maybe 150. I wouldn't want to sit on it. But to leave stuff on it, I think you're fine. And then we've added on this side of the shop. Let's zoom it back out. Oop. It does not like to do that. So, yeah, it's fine. Makes this a little bit harder to adjust. But we got all my shelving units are in. This will be the airbrush station, which I have mounted lights to the side of these bars so that it'll light up whatever I'm working on. There'll also be an exhaust fan going up through the loft and out the front of the house. Table saw is not mounted, but it's so heavy I'm not worried about it. You would have to break the legs on this table to push this, which is a much bigger issue. This one, all the power on this runs off the cable from the center of the roof, which this is all just in the moment need stuff. Right now it's running a heater, which is the fan you're hearing. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Besides, the carpet is down and the hole in the concrete has been filled. So it's at least even. It's not level, but it's even. I don't think I've added anything else since the last time I showed this. So everything is at work height, including this table. So this one we have put 50 pounds on. on the edge and it doesn't bend. So this one's sturdy, not as sturdy as that one, but this only has a single hinge. And here's what they are. Here's a extra one I have. So you mount this side to the vertical. This side's horizontal. And this is all that's holding this one. The other one has really big ones. So once it pulls up, it locks, and you don't know where, you just tap it, it drops. These are pretty cool. They're like, these 20 for a pair. The big ones I think were 40 a pair. But well worth it to save space in your shop. That's all I gotta say. And like I said, anything remotely, if it fits on this table, odds are it's going to hold the weight. There's a T-brace under the piece of wood, 2x4, and then it's, say, 1/2 inch, 3-ply that's been sanded. And then all this is 2-inch thick by 10. So that the mounted bench, that'll hold thousands of pounds. I'm not worried about it. It's also mounted to the wall and the floor. Then the one that's connected to it, probably 300 to 400 pounds. I would assume it would hold, depending on where it's put on it. Other than that, the shop's actually almost done. I got a bunch of organization to do. Kind of figure out the layout of this pegboard here. I may add 2 more. So they're 18 inches by 30 inches roughly. I might add 1 more to each side of it to give it, right now I'm at 8 feet wide. I think I want to go to 10 feet wide. Because I'm realizing I have a lot of stuff that needs a good place to be put. So the welder cart is under the table. Luckily, I did measure it tight originally because I didn't know I wanted to slide it under there. Because metal work would be the least thing I do. Then it would be plastic, wood, and like 3D printing and painting over wood or over metal. Metal I only use for armatures. That's basically it right now. I want to get more into that, but it's a process. Yeah, so everything is working. The electrical hasn't blown an amp or a fuse yet. It's luckily running on low enough amps that everything's working okay. Lighting is great, as you can tell. These are 12-foot ceilings. So, the lights are mounted to the surface. They're not hanging on chains. So I got plenty of light in here. And then an additional under the loft. And then I have other lights. Everything has its own light. So I can turn on just lights where I need it, if I need it any further. Which I really doubt I'll actually need, but it's nice to have. I do want to get some good size helping hands, which are basically, I think this is referred to as a helping hand for soldering. But these little guys, but on like 36-inch arms. And I found some that are tough enough to hold like pieces of wood together. But this is just to make little soldering joints really nice. And it holds your soldering iron. And even this one has lights on it. So, yeah, and that lights up too. So far everything I've done seems to be what I need, and I haven't built anything in here yet. It's just been building it. which is arguably more important if you know where everything you have is and is quickly accessible for at least your main tools. All my heavier hand tools are on that shelf. All vacuum is on the bottom. So I got a big shop vac over there where you can't see it. And that's actually routed to the table saw, so it sucks all the dust out. Then I got my little battery pack Craftsman one over there, which I need to get returned because it's not returned, exchanged. The motor in it has blown out. It's been 6 months and I lightly use it, so that's not good. Other than that, everything is okay. If y'all have any ideas or thoughts of what I could do, I thought about something cool. I don't know how strong the ceiling is, but I think it's strong enough to hold a 4x8 table. And because of how tall it is, I could have 3-foot legs on it that I could even fold in to make it even more compact, and have it pulleyed to the ceiling. And then whenever I need something that large to work on, I can just drop it right here in this empty spot where the camera's sitting. Other than that, I have plenty of working spot for the smaller projects. I do want to make a very large Lazy Susan. I have a small one for the paint area, but I want one that can hold 1,000 pounds. So if I want to put a fridge on it, I could literally spin it and paint it. Or some of my larger Halloween props and stuff, if I'm working on it, it'd be nice to actually have it where I can just spin it, not have to walk around it, things like that. So, any ideas, anything else, just let me know. Hopefully the audio is working this time and I haven't wasted my time. I might drill a small hole in the plexi to let the audio come through just a little bit cleaner, because I'm sure you're getting like bounce around. That being said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you have any ideas, comment down, I'll read them. And if I implement anything, obviously I'll give you credit. All right, thank you. See y'all later.